everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we're going to be making some Philly steak, a crock pot Philly steak. First of all, I've got my crock pot and it's an oldie. I've got things everywhere for this, so hang on a minute. It's my old one. And I'm going to put in, I've got 3 sirloin steaks here. They were ribeyes from our cows, 3 of them, sliced. Let me show you. Sliced very, very thin. My meat was washed before I got started. Wash my hands real good before I touch that. Hang on. Okay, next we're going to throw in, well, wait just a minute. Let me scoot this to where you can see. Let me scoot this to where you can see. I've got 2 large, I rinsed that and didn't take off the sticker. 2 large onions. And then I have, those little seeds. It's the first seeds I've had in there today. I beat them all out of there. Okay, I'll say this again. I put 2 large onions that are sliced thinly. And then I put 1 yellow bell pepper, and I guess there's a little bit more than 3 because I had a piece or 2 left over. So I'm going to throw this in here on top of the meat. And make sure my onions are separated. Sliced them really thin, and I'm going to set this back over here and mix up the rest of it, okay? Whew, okay. I've got about 1.5 cups of beef broth in here. I put a teaspoon of, I'll show you, Italian herb. It's made by Better Than Bouillon. I put a teaspoon of that in there, in my broth, and mixed it up. I'm going to put some minced garlic in this. We'll put about 1, 2, 3 tablespoons. 3 big tablespoons, okay? I'm going to warm this up a little bit. Let me just warm this up a little bit, okay? And we'll be right back. I've got 1.5 cups. I just did that, just got me a clean, I'm talking to myself, just thinking I just got me a clean spoon and I stuck it right back down in there. I've got 1, let me see how many ounces this is. 1 small container, it's 8 ounces. We love mushrooms, and that's baby Bella, okay? You can chop those up, but we like a big piece whenever we're putting it on our sandwich. Okay, I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of bacon fat, okay? Bacon drippings. Stir that a little bit. I'm going to put in some Worcestershire sauce, wish your sister, or whatever you want to say. I'm going to put in probably, I never measure, but I'm going to say probably 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. Then I'm going to put some salt and pepper. I'm going to put about 1.5 teaspoons. We like to have a little bit of a salt flavor. And if you can't have salt, then don't do that. And about 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And we'll stir that up a little bit. Well, let's see what we got. I had about 3 pounds of sirloin, and like I said, I used ribeye. It's what I had, and sliced it very thinly. And then I've got about 3 big tablespoons of minced garlic, about 1.5 cups of bacon drippings. That down in there a little bit. And about 1.5 teaspoons of salt and about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. I think that's about it. I don't think I've left anything out. I've got everything in there. Like I said, I did 2 big onions sliced, and I did 2 green bell pepper, 2.5 green bell peppers, and a yellow pepper, and all of them were pretty good sized peppers. So I'm gonna throw this on, put the lid on, and I'm gonna put this on to cook. I'm gonna put it on high. I've got my unit that this fits down in, my crock pot, already going on high to heat it up real good. So when I put it down in there, it's ready to go. I'm gonna cook it on low for about 8 hours, or cook it on high for about 4 or 5. So it's right now at my house 12 o'clock. So I'll cook this till probably about, let's see, I don't think I'll put it on high till about 6 o'clock. Okay, so that'll give me 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll give me 6 hours. Okay, we'll see you back. Okay, I've let my, oh, I meant to tell y'all something real quick. I sprinkled a little smoked paprika on top. I forgot to say anything about that. It wasn't in the recipe, but I smoked a little bit of, put a little bit of smoked paprika on top. Now, I've just got a hoagie here. I'm going to fix mine because my husband is still out on the farm working. You know, this new time gives him more time to, gives him more time to work, don't it? Now, you can break your cheese in half and just put it on one side, but we like a lot of good cheese on ours, okay? So I'm going to wait and do his whenever he comes in. If you hear something in the background, I'm frying some potatoes to go with it. And so I'm going to put this in the oven on broil. And I'm going to stick it in there just for a few minutes and let it brown just a tad. We like ours nice and toasty. And be back. Okay, I've got mine out of the oven, and he just came in the door, so I am going to be putting, I just put his in the oven. So I'm going to get me some mayonnaise. Put it down one side. We like good mayonnaise. I'm going to put it, because I like mayonnaise, I'm going to put it on both sides. Now, hope his doesn't brown too fast. Hang on a minute, I gotta keep an eye on his. Okay, now I'm going to pick this up pretty warm and set it there and try to get it over to the side so that I can show you all what I'm doing. Let's see. Take the lid off. The meat is really tender. If you hear some dogs, it's because he's here. They are having them a little time. It's the first time I've ever made it in a crock pot. First time I ever made it in a crock pot. I've always done it on the stove. But I'll move this over here and check on his bread. A little bit more. Okay. Now I'm going to pop some cheese whiz in the microwave. I'm gonna cooking. Let me cut off the fried potatoes and I'll plate some of those up while that cheese whiz is melting. Okay, I'm gonna put just a little bit of cheese whiz on this. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Sorry, hang on a minute. Anytime the grandchildren start up the road, we get some barking going on. Look what a sandwich. I'm gonna check on his one more time. Whoops, yep, I think I better get it out of there before it's too brown. Okay, sorry for that. I'm going to take a bite of this. Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you. Whoops. Look what a mess. And a big old potato. It's good. Let me grab a napkin. Let me grab a napkin. Sorry. It's really good. There is a different taste that is very different than what you fry up your peppers and saute them. It's a little different taste, but it's still good, very good. This new thyme has got me all confused. We're going to sit down and eat. And I hope you all enjoy your meal tonight. And I hope you have a blessed night. I want you to know how much I love y'all. And I want you to know how much the Lord loves you. Way more than we could ever imagine. Way more than we could ever imagine. Just want to tell y'all that because that's the number one thing is that we put our trust in the Lord. I couldn't make it a minute. I say that all the time, but it's the truth. I don't know how people face hard times in their life without the Lord. All we have to do is call on his name. He's as close to us as a whisper. So remember that. Listen, I'm going to let you go. And I will see you next time, okay? Love yous. Bye-bye.